All right, here are our solutions. So if you haven't done so, open an Arcana prompt and point it to the project directory, which on my system sits on C projects, my text mining. I use tab to autocomplete, and I run make. I'll just wait for things to be over. And then another question was actually to check out what happens if you type make after this again. So let's wait a few seconds for the workflow to complete for the first time. And now let me run make again. And you'll see that nothing happens. So the messages that I get are entering directory, data prep, nothing to be done for prep, leaving directory, entering directory analysis, nothing done, fine. And I can type it again. Nothing happens, everything is fine. And that really is the beauty of make, because make figures out what has already been done and then only runs the steps that are necessary to build your project. And because we've run make once, the project has been built and it's done. So what has happened? Let's be a detective now and check out the make file, and I'll right click on it and I'll open it with Atom. It's a good text editor that I tend to use more and more. This is how a make file looks like. And let's start reading from the top. All equals analysis and data preparation. What could that mean? Some phony? Well, not sure what that means. So let's proceed. All right. It starts with data preparation, and it's calling make with some parameter, and it's going to source and data preparation. Well, probably it's running make in the data prep folder. Let's continue. So analysis, same thing. It's running make in the analysis folder. And then there's a wipe rule, which hasn't been mentioned before, and apparently it's calling the wipe command in these directories, and let me not worry too much about this. So I think all of which we can learn here is that this make file is somewhat a meta make file, and it enters the pipeline stages and runs the pipeline stages. And that also is, probably reflected by the directory structure, which we can explore next. As a first change, there's a data directory. Well, that is the data directory that hosts and stores our raw data. It has been downloaded as a zip file from the internet. Then there's a gen folder for generated files, which were generated on the basis of source code. So if we enter this, we see again these two pipeline stages that we have to find here. And if we go into data prep, we have two directories, a temporary file folder and an output directory. Let's look at the output folder first. There's just one file in here, the data set, probably the final data set that the data preparation prepared. And in temp, what do we have here? Well, it looks like the files got unzipped here. So all the raw data files of our example are here. Then we have a file called parts data and some text document called unzipping with a timestamp of when that happens. Some temporary files that we actually later are going to investigate a bit more. So, and when navigating to analysis, we also have another folder, and you can go ahead, explore it yourself. Temp, has a pre-clean. I think there was some filters applied to the input data set, and output is an HTML file with the result of our analysis, which you can scroll through. And that's it. So our entire workflow has reproduced what we put in here, from downloading the data, to unzipping the data, to parsing the data, to using text mining, to actually cleaning the data a bit, and then producing an output document. And that really is the beauty of automizing workflows. Everything happens automatically. And later on, you'll actually learn on the power of this when you actually start modifying a few files. And then the only thing that you have to do is sit back and relax and type make, and then you'll see your project built in a very, very efficient way. So thanks for watching the solutions to these practice questions.